Make a motion to adopt the agenda, Town of Wilton Planning Board, August 6, 2026.
Second.
Any comments or questions? All those in favor? Unanimous. Next page is your minutes from the July 16th meeting, if you would review that.
And I make a motion to accept the minutes.
Second.
Comments, questions? All those in favor? Unanimous. One, two abstentions. All right, now we have public comment. Any comments from the public? Hearing none, we'll move on. Old business.
Mike,
Yes,
can we switch new
5 and
business?
6?
Yep.
We sure can.
Okay.
So we've got a discussion for a building permit application submitted by the property owners, Joe McConnell and Dr. Amy Dubois, to construct a residential dwelling at 650 Main Street. Table B, space and bulk standards, the requirement is 7,500 feet at the present time. July 1st, 2027, it will lower to 5,000 square feet. Floor is yours, Gary.
I denied this, and I don't have any issues if the planning board overrides this. It's gonna be permitted July 1st, 2027 regardless, and it's too bad to make them wait 11 months, in my opinion, but that's up to you guys.
So LD 1829 is fully signed off and will, without doubt, there's nothing that's gonna change that, go into effect July.
There's nothing that's gonna change that. It should have gone into effect in 2026, but it's been pushed off for a year.
To give towns like
Ours.
ours kind of get with, yeah.
Have you spoken to our attorney?
No, I haven't.
I don't know if legally we can do that.
Yeah, now with that said, there was a residence here previously,
True.
and there was also an accessory building there previously. And with the print building permit he's sent to me, you know, it's gonna be a small structure, set up really well. But, you know, that's up to you guys. I have no say.
But it's only on the lake front that you have to build on the same footprint,
With
No,
them
that's
in-
a non-conforming.
on a non-conforming lot.
All right.
Well, this is a non-conforming lot.
But,
Now,
Now,
and
Yes.
then it wasn't, and the idea is, yeah, you get your building permit and do this all within 18 months. All right, it was torn down by the town and sold as the tax lien, purchased by them, okay? And so to go through all the appeals process where you're gonna hit that, was there something done by the previous owner that makes this, if they'd gotten that and known all of that right away,
when did they buy it from the town?
2020?
See, I mean, I could,
2020, October of 2020.
right, I could see if it was done, that the 18 months would go into effect from the time they owned it.
Okay,
And
and
I
in
can-
less
I
than
can-
18 months, they're
Yeah.
gonna be legally able to.
True,
So let's just
True.
wait,
true.
or talk to the lawyer.
Well, I put the onus on us. We have an appeals board too.
They're
See, I
not
mean-
quite up to speed on all of this.
Right, but
They
you know, the
need to come
concept
together
of,
more.
the concept of the planning board is that we interpret and work off of our ordinances. And unfortunately, we're in this situation where our ordinance says 7,500 square feet. It will change at the next town meeting when we propose it as a change to the tables. You know, I mean, it's just, I agree. I know, now if the town lawyer, if the lawyer would say we can go ahead and do it, then I have no problems. What about you, Mike? What do you
That's
think?
how I feel.
That's about how I feel. If he would give us the go-ahead and say, sure, in this situation, do it. But I mean, otherwise, we're essentially going out on our own and doing the things that Nathan doesn't like, which is sort of create our own rules. And break what?
Sets a bad precedent.
Yeah, it sets a bad precedent. So, you know, I would say to you that if the lawyer would give us the go-ahead, then it's fine. Otherwise, then your only other option would be to go through the site plan review, deny it, and then go to the appeals board.
Okay,
Which you're right,
so-
is probably not up to, and then does it, I can see that they may be able to fit the, what is it, the four criteria
Yes.
of the appeals board.
Yes, especially that the land has no value unless this is allowed.
Right.
That, I've never seen that fit before until this.
So I would suggest that we table this to you, talk to the town attorney and see if they'll give us permission. Say, you know, you guys can go ahead with this, I don't see a problem.
Okay, can we
To the
go
next meeting.
through the first 12 on the site plan review, just to make sure everything's done properly?
I'll hold the tabling.
We'll have to have a motion on that.
What? Oh, well, okay, make a motion that we go ahead, when we start the site plan review with the proviso that we may table this upon advice of the lawyer, town's attorney.
Second.
Any other comments? All those in favor? Unanimous. I think if the state had a better track record of not changing things, I'd feel more comfortable, but I don't think legally we can
No.
go against what is currently in place.
Yeah, and I denied it too, so.
Okay,
I'm right
so are we going to just view 1 through 12?
Yes,
Okay.
On 12, it should say, other relevant facts are that it does not meet the square footage as outlined in what
Okay.
table,
yeah,
table A,
yeah,
comma, but will be permittable on July 1st, 2027, once LD 1829 is in effect. Table B, excuse me. Once LD 1829 is in effect, comma, and the lots and the minimum property size drops down to 5,000 square feet.
okay, yeah, and that's on the building permit as well, on the second page.
So I would just change 12, and then, unless anybody finds any problems, make a motion to table this upon Gary talking to the town attorney.
Do we want to approve 1 through 12?
I was waiting.
I would wait.
I was trying back in to please.
Well, because essentially,
Process of actually going through it, you know?
well, essentially, 1 to 11 is, and other relevant facts would be, if the town attorney said we can't go ahead, that it does not meet the standards. 1 through 20, whatever, 1 through 19 become not applicable
Right.
at this point, and it rejects onto the appeals board. That would be the future, but the town attorney may say, go ahead.
Yep.
We'll see what he says.
And with that said, if the attorney says no, it's like they've been saying, that can go to the appeals board.
I would advise you guys as a council that the next time you sell property, you have it on the buy, that you have 18 months to do something with it, because we were never explained we had 18 months. Otherwise, I would have built something. I'm the only one invested in this town. Nobody here is putting money into downtown except us.
I understand that.
So-
You could.
I mean,
you will have
I
the-
can put chickens there.
I think it's
That's
just
what we
really
want.
frustrating
You would
because
have the go-ahead as of the next town meeting.
But I've never been to a town meeting that couldn't override their own
Okay.
rules.
you-
Like,
Does that mean next month?
yeah.
So
No,
is that,
no,
We're
no.
when is the
Yeah.
next town
Let me
meeting?
explain something. We cannot change
The next
because
what?
proviso to the last town meeting.
Yeah.
We cannot change the ordinance until the annual town meeting.
Oh, no, I think I'm just waiting, like, so if I think what's just really frustrating was when we purchased the property, we were very specific, we even had a personal conversation with Rhonda, and we said, are we able to build on this? If we're able to build on it, then we will buy it, and it was yes. And that, in front of everybody that was standing there, it was yes, you're able, you know. So I think that we just assumed we would be able to build on it. So it wasn't that it had to be done in a certain time frame. So that's what is just really misleading and really unfortunate. I guess my other question is, if the attorney says yes, you know, like, we're able to build, does that mean that we have to wait? How long do we have to wait before before the attorney says yes? If the attorney says yes tomorrow,
Next town meeting.
No,
Not next town meeting,
No.
next planning board meeting.
which is next month.
No.
In 2 weeks.
Okay, thank you. I didn't know for sure.
Right.
It's
And
twice
with
a
that
month, the
said-
first and
Okay.
third- the
Okay.
first and third Thursday of the month.
Because we're coming up on winter, and if we could, do you know what I mean? Like, move to
Get it
start
shelled in.
building something, that would be
Right.
fantastic, and
And-
build or something to work on, but that's,
Yes.
yeah.
Now, if they deny it and it goes to appeals, that takes, you have to file for appeals within 30 days, and that should be a speedy process. And with that said, I've sent you the paperwork on the hardships. The first one is usually the hardest to get over, and that's the one that states the property has no value unless you're able to do this. And as of right now, it does have value, just not what it
Good
would.
value.
Right, just not what it would
Right.
if a dwelling was on
For
it.
sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
See, they can grant the variance, we cannot grant the variance. We do everything off of the regulations, the ordinances.
Okay.
And again, they can't be, at the last town meeting in June of 2026, it was changed that we cannot propose a change in the ordinance until the next town meeting. So even a special town meeting,
Gotcha.
if they use the term annual town meeting.
Right.
So even a special town meeting, we can't ask the select board to call one to put in, change the ordinance sooner.
Okay, that makes sense.
So we're stuck.
Yeah.
I'd be frustrated too. I
It just is
understand.
really, you know what I mean?
I hear
And I
you.
know it's not your guys' fault, and I know, you know, it's hard with a person who
There's no longer
is
there.
responsible for it, is no longer here.
The two.
It's hard,
It's,
right,
yeah,
so-
yeah, everybody.
Are you guys
Yeah.
planning on living there? What are you
No.
doing with the property?
No, selling it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Built to sell.
Town needs that.
Built to
Yeah.
sell, I mean,
Town
that's
needs
what
it.
we want, you know,
Yeah.
that's, yeah. So that is, yeah.
And I
It's
think
unfortunate we don't get
I think
started.
everybody knows, we don't build junk, so it's, you know,
No,
our stuff is
no
top.
one's questioning that. I mean, if we had 5,000, if the 5,000 was in effect, I think, you know, there'd be, I can't say we would, but there'd be more likely you would walk out of here with a
Right.
permit.
If the state law was in effect, is what you're saying.
Yes.
yeah.
And why the state, you know, and it's typical of the legislature, instead of putting it into effect with the option of certain of towns to put it off till next year, which is what they could have done, they didn't.
Yep. Okay.
Right, yeah.
All right, so what's
It's
our next, do
frustrating.
we just wait to hear from you after the attorney, or?
Yes, I
Yes,
will
sure.
contact the attorney probably tomorrow.
Well, then does it have to come back here?
Yes, it would have, but if the attorney
just
says
go
no,
back.
just let me know. I'm not gonna come back.
So that's, yeah.
No, you don't
thank
have to
Yeah.
come back,
Oh,
but
okay.
what we would do is take it up, and
Okay.
unfortunately, reject it, take it up, and then give you the ability to go to the appeals board.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
But-
so
so then-
You don't have
that
to
will
be here
be
for that.
2 weeks from,
Humiliation.
well, that'll be the first Thursday. No, that'll be 2 weeks from today.
Possibly.
20th.
Yeah,
And so if the attorney says yes, then
We
it
come
still
back
comes
here or
back
go to
here?
the appeals board?
It still
No,
comes back?
If they say
They say
yes,
yes,
we
we
can
can-
approve it.
Oh,
we
Okay,
can
and that
approve
would be
it.
next,
Okay.
then in 2
But also,
weeks.
it may
Okay.
not be in 2 weeks. I mean, it may take him the town attorney long.
Lawyers move at their own pace.
pace.
Mhm.
right,
Kind of like insurance companies.
Yeah,
yes, yeah, you guys are going through that right now.
yep.
So,
Yeah.
okay, so then if it does come here, so I'm a half glass full type person. If it does come back here to you guys, then you will vote on it, and so there's a great potential that we could know in 2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Well, once it comes back to us, there's really no reason to believe it would not be dealt with at that
Okay.
meeting.
Okay,
Okay,
Yes.
perfect.
awesome. Thank you.
Yes.
And I
So,
like your mural.
Thank you.
Very well done.
When are you planning
Yeah.
on reopening? Do you have a,
Waiting on the insurance, we're
Just-
supposed to
That whole
know.
insurance
Yeah,
company.
it's just a mess.
you had 2 dumpsters in there this week, I saw.
I've had 4 so far,
Yeah.
yeah.
They've given
so
us the okay to
Clean it out.
but we're still waiting on to hear back from them.
Waiting
So they've
for
given it back,
engineers
just waiting
and-
on, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Are you still planning on having a coffee truck?
We're trying. It's all built. It was all built. Now we just gotta figure out how to use it.
Good luck. And I did change the hours.
Oh,
Thank
okay,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
So,
Do we have
Yeah.
a motion and vote?
No, you haven't had a second to my motion to table.
What was the motion?
To table.
Okay. Any
Until
other
town lawyer.
comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
So at this point, you're free
go.
to stay and listen to us babble, or
No.
this is a good time to exit?
good time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate
I'll go
your-
with you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gary.
Have a good night.
You too.
You too.
Okay, on to old business. Continue the discussion of footprint to Article 8, definitions for the town of Wilton's zoning ordinance. Have a motion to
So, when we left the last meeting, you were gonna try writing something?
I thought we had given it to Cindy.
We threw a bunch of things around, but
I'm sorry, I'm getting old. My
That's not what
impression
our
was
minutes
that
say
we had
that we
finished, and
approved.
Cindy had it all written down, and
No. According to the minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was
Not
gonna
according to
say.
minutes. Okay.
That we approved. Yeah.
Where are we at with that?
But there was an attachment, the AI in building construction, that gives that definition. Take that.
Hold on. So we were
You had
using.
sections 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I had definitions.
I don't have that.
He had section 7.
Yeah.
So Bill, yours is done.
Mine is done.
You get the gold star.
Yeah.
And Ben,
Mine's done, I haven't talked to Cindy yet.
okay, you get a silver star.
Okay.
I also get a silver star.
Yours is done?
It's done, I
Okay.
haven't talked to Cindy.
You overachievers. Let's see, Charlie, tables.
Okay, tables, like you were some, I'm missing, we're gonna end up having some changes on B eventually
Yep.
next year. You know, the
Yes.
square footage and so forth like that, so, yeah, but this is for this year.
So we got two, we got square footage and the 5,000 change.
And after talking with Ben, there's gonna be changes to 5.30 in the new,
Small change.
yes,
It references something in verbs instead of the section it's supposed to reference.
right, and that's more than grammatical
Yep.
It's not a
changes.
grammatical change.
Yeah.
Do you have the AI thing, so do you have it, Charlie? So I'll
Yeah,
work-
well,
I'll work on writing it up. I actually thought we finished it.
Yeah,
In my mind, that we were gonna-
you're a better
you were gonna-
reader than I am, and your voice comes through as it should.
So are we gonna agree to try to get this done for the next meeting? Is that fair?
Yes. On the footprint or on all of them
The
being
change,
turned
updating
in?
the ordinance, getting all the changes in.
Yeah.
Do you mind going over this, so, just to help me along, because do you remember that it said in a building construction, a footprint is the total horizontal area of land the structure covers? And I thought we decided to remove horizontal because most of our residents would not want to know what that meant, is
Right.
horizontal area of
We
land.
did too.
We don't have any record of that.
I thought we went with linear.
No,
What did we go with?
in my opinion, just my opinion, it should go by footprint. And when you Google definition of footprint,
That's what
it says minus like decks or stairs or eaves, but
And
When did we talk about drip lines?
That
something-
was-
That was on the, that was on Goat Island or something.
No, shoreline you use drip line.
Yeah,
The
because
DNB.
that's the way the state
Right.
has
yes.
put it.
And we've got to go by everything. A set of stairs out front, deck out
Everything
front,
there, yeah.
eaves.
Okay, but the stairs, the drip line, stairs.
But that's only in shoreline.
That should be all of it.
All of it.
It would simplify it if we made it everywhere.
Yes.
I don't think it's gonna make, in anywhere other than shoreland, a major difference if we
Right.
use drip line.
Right now,
Because
the
everybody
way
has
it
more than enough
stands-
space on all the plottage that they're using,
Well,
other
right.
than, it's, you know,
The only
Bill.
time it comes into play is when you're trying to do original footprint.
Bill.
For example, I would put 6-foot eaves on my house, so my drip edge is, you know, major square footage. Like on my house, I've got like 2-foot overhang on one side and a foot overhang on the other.
It's not living space, but,
But it's drip edge though.
yes.
So that's what I'm saying, it's just, that's the only thing that would come into play.
People don't typically do it, but around here, it's really not a bad idea.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, now with
Stop
that
away.
said, if you built a deck at your property at 119 feet, you wouldn't need a permit. 120 feet.
Square
you do.
feet.
Yeah, square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, so going back to the total horizontal, do you remember what we used, Ben? Didn't we we got away from total horizontal
Yeah,
area?
we did. I think, did we just leave it at area?
How about, no, didn't we say total square footage?
But again, that doesn't necessarily, obviously include drip line and decks. and
No, but we would add that in there, is what I'm,
Okay.
I got,
square
I'm writing
footage.
down, I wrote
Square
down,
footage, I think is
Jesus, what
fine.
did I write down?
I think square footage is fine.
No, my pen doesn't work,
Well,
I can't read my writing.
because like Gary references
Stairs, I
that
wrote down
living
stairs, drip line,
Living space, but with that said, a deck
Deck.
isn't living space.
That's
it's
what I'm
more-
saying though, but he's saying his is square footage. All I'm saying is you could include square footage including,
that's what, no,
Drip,
that's how it's
okay.
gonna do. I'm
Okay.
just looking to get rid of total horizontal area, because I don't think anybody understands that. And we'll get into a big argument with somebody in the future. So to just say the square, just say the total square footage,
Including
including,
the following, whatever, all these items.
right,
Drip
and then,
line, stairs,
right,
deck.
And then it goes on, you know, define the perimeter where the building touches the earth. Or is that getting too complicated too?
that eliminates drip edge.
That
though.
eliminates drip line.
Yeah.
yeah. In fact, we should take that out and just say that the perimeter starts, the perimeter includes the drip line.
The way Bill was wording it, footprint of the building, including decks, stairs, drip edge, everything.
Okay, you wanna use that?
We'll start there.
Footprint of building.
Let me think about it.
Well, we have time, you know.
I'm just saying, you know,
We have a-
what else could be stuck there somehow?
Yeah.
Always running into something. Someone always comes up with
Yeah, an
something.
attached
Stairs.
outhouse
Decks.
count.
Okay. Now, what we were gonna do
A
was that we were gonna
necessity.
carve out shoreland zoning. So remember key characteristics, we were gonna say, we'd get rid of that, but we're just gonna put in shoreland zoning. Is there still a reason to do that? If we just include everything in that definition?
The 30% expansion
Based on that.
is based on that,
Yeah, right.
yes. Yeah.
But does-
I'd leave that part of it alone, we kinda beat
What-
that thing pretty hard. But to
Maybe
have
just
this-
put in there a reference to
definition.
Yeah.
shoreline zoning.
Yeah.
And if they're one and the
You know,
same.
right in the,
Okay, so just say shoreland zoning,
refer to shoreline zoning.
refer to shoreland zoning. Well, for any building within the shoreland zone,
Yes.
refer to that section.
Yeah, because if it's living space, you're gonna include the upstairs, I would think, for shoreline zoning, that's part of the 30%.
Well, not a two,
Not the second floor.
not the second floor.
It's just
You still have to stay within the original
Yep.
You got
footprint.
height, you got height.
That's
you
why I
got
like
drip
the
line.
word
Yeah,
footprint.
That's it.
Yeah, how you.
We used
yeah.
to have the 30% volume.
Yeah, we got rid of
How
all.
We
about-
got rid of that because the state has.
How about for any building in shoreland zoning, refer to original footprint, reference back to original footprints?
Refer back to chapter 1000 shoreline zoning.
Because it's got its own preset regulations.
Well, that's DEP.
Do they have a definition in there?
One of you mentioned height limits.
Yep.
And they have that right in there, that's what we went
Distance,
through with
yeah,
109 Lake
yeah.
Road.
You've got your distance from, like, we've had some, they try to do 30%, you gotta make sure you're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
can't be throwing a set of stairs
Well,
in the
well,
wrong
also
direction.
check,
Yeah,
Exactly.
you can take those off and put them somewhere else.
yes, so it's
So,
gotta
it's a
refer,
special circumstance,
yes,
different than,
it's gotta
The
refer.
definition.
Well,
back.
you don't have to worry about height limits because it's footprint, not height limits. We're not talking, right?
It's just footprint. We're
It's just
trying to
footprint, so we
find
don't have to
a
get,
definition.
we don't have to get into height
But Gary
limits.
brings up a good point. If you use the term square footage and you wanna do 30%, you can't use the second floor in your calculation to figure out your 30%.
But that's delineated in the shoreline zoning.
That's why you gotta refer back to it.
that's why we're referring
Well,
back to shoreline.
yes, but which number is that? Because you don't want to refer back to chapter 1000, because that gets crazy.
Well, that is the state.
I think you want to.
Yeah.
Where's the 20-30%, where's the 30% rule?
Under Maine's DEP.
It's actually under,
No, I'm saying in hours,
Oh,
Glenn.
no.
But if you don't refer back to
Versus 30%.
Well, what I would say
chapter
is,
1000, then you can have somebody like 109 Link Road to try to get it to go.
right, but what I would say, but that's again, the height limits.
In chapter 1000.
So I would say is refer back to hours and chapter 1000 DEP.
Yes.
It's 2.1.
I don't know, I'm looking.
Page 11, Charlie.
page 11.
Page 11.
So, on
Non-conforming lots.
Yeah,
Regular lots.
Right.
So we refer back to
Article 2.
chapter 2,
the-
chapter 2.3,
Well, it says,
section 3, section 4D. Correct? No, is that correct? Because
well, we have, a change of use, non-conforming structure, non-conforming uses, what are we looking for here? Non-conforming structure.
Let's talk about expansion.
I don't know where it says that.
But that does talk about expansion.
well, here it is. It says, in accordance with the 30% expansion, section, Article 2, section 2.3, C.1a. It labels it,
It's page 8.
yeah.
Yeah, there it is, okay.
So that's all we have to say.
Except for the height, yeah.
Well, we can say height limits are not considered under footprint.
Yeah, it says floor area, 30% floor area.
Right.
And we're saying
Plus.
footprint area.
Yeah, it does say floor area.
Mhm.
We gotta be careful, floor area, that's second floor.
No.
Exactly. To me, that's second floor.
Now you get,
Is that what we ended up with in the revised?
I know,
We took out the volume.
yeah, volume's been struck.
I think that's all we took out.
right,
2, 3, C, what?
And then a little further down, it goes into, in addition, shoreland areas.
Yes.
You should reference this, 2.3C1A.
We said
That's what,
footprint.
and chapter 1000 DEP, that's how it would say it.
We
Yes.
changed it to
So-
footprint. We did in the draft version.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Instead of floor area,
Yeah.
we changed 2.3C1A. to
That last
footprint.
Footprint, and then it was, and then it was discovered we didn't have a definition of
We didn't
footprint.
have a definition.
That's why we're here. So how about this, can I make a suggestion? Let me put this down on paper, the way we have it, and we'll discuss this some more, rather than,
Sounds
so,
good to me.
okay?
All right. Future business.
Future business, property is going up for sale.
Excuse me, which property is this? Is this the one that they've got started on next to the rifle and gun, the gun club?
No,
No? Which one is this one now?
this is on Railroad Street. It's a property that is big enough to be subdivided, and they're contemplating subdividing it, so that would have to come.
Wait a minute, Railroad Street, it says.
Wait.
There's not a lot of big lots
No,
there.
we're not, that's not on the agenda.
This says Route 2 West.
682 US Route 2.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm discussing.
I was like,
All right.
Railroad Street.
I think what you're gonna do, what you're asking, that's other business.
682, I've got to look at the agenda.
Sorry, we're in
now.
future business.
Yeah, we're in future business. Oh, you said Railroad Street.
Railroad Street, wait.
Railroad Street, that's over in East Wilton. You're supposed to be way up there towards East Litchfield.
Future
Oh, yeah, that is going towards East Dixfield.
The medical cannabis.
So which
Yes.
one is it? I'm trying to figure.
It's the one that had to, didn't
He had
have
to
to.
destroy it here last fall.
Yes,
right?
he was
He's
given
coming
a
back.
choice of destroying it, because they didn't want to test it for chemicals. So it's too new.
Is he the bend in the road beyond Danny Boy?
No, he's, as you're
Down the
going
hill,
towards
actually.
East Dixfield, before 17,
But two before, because there's one that just has all the wood, and then there's one that's a little further up.
yeah,
Mobile
and
home.
it's, mobile home,
Mm.
up in there, sits up in, there's a mailbox out there.
There's one right close to the highway, closer to 17. It's
Right,
back up a
Okay.
little bit, but, yeah, you wouldn't, if you're going fast, you
right,
don't really
he
notice. it.
tried for approval, two of them, there's actually two cultivators. They tried for approval from the state, and I responded to the state's email that they haven't been to
Been
the town
yeah.
for anything, and so they were denied, but they're trying to do it the right way, and they're working on the paperwork to bring to me to move forward. Yeah, I forgot about
Now, a
that.
caregiver is not a commercial establishment.
Caregiver can be 10 plants, it can
Right.
be 500 square feet.
But he's not a
He-
dispensary is what I'm saying. And he's not a commercial, so he
He
doesn't
could
fall
be.
under our limits.
He could be a dispensary.
He
So-
can sell, he can market it as a
If he wants to
Yeah,
be, if he wants to be a dispensary, we have, what?
He doesn't want to be.
Right, but I'm saying if he wants to be a dispensary, where are we with our numbers?
Dispensary, there's no limit, and there's no limit on 500 square foot cultivations.
Okay,
There is a limit on retail.
there's retail, okay.
Yeah.
Does she get into that where dispensaries can be dispensaries, or they can be retail dispensaries?
That's where you have to make that clarification.
Right.
Yes, because we have one retail or dispensary retail permit available.
Available, right.
Yes,
So he would not fall under that, he would just fall under a
cultivation.
cultivation caregiver.
Yes, yeah. And also, they're talking about it next door to, and that would be a dispensary with multiple
Grows.
grows. Yes.
Is the scent of cashew fading?
That is gone by the wayside.
That was a
It has.
dream, that was a dream, probably, no, straight up from Moose right now.
Yeah, they went from that to hot
Got that
chocolate.
skate.
Was it
That's
hot
all
chocolate?
you get.
Let them eat cashews.
Next door. It went from cashews to, I think, hot chocolate.
No, I thought it was potatoes.
Potatoes,
No,
it was
that
gonna
was
be,
somebody else.
yeah, somebody else, it was gonna kind of take the rotten potatoes and make some
Right.
Okay, so
special juice.
when are you expecting a permit, an application, next meeting?
They
after?
said I'd have it like last week, so.
Whenever,
Yeah,
December.
yeah, whenever.
yes.
Any other business?
Well, no, he has new business,
Yes, Railroad
Future
Street.
business.
Yeah, that might be
What do you,
a subdivision.
it's not there.
it's not on the agenda.
So
Well,
Railroad,
there is-
how
no,
many acres
you're
is
right.
it? How many acres is Railroad Street?
I looked it up, 1.68, and it's got availability for town water and town sewer.
Yeah.
So they could actually break it up 3 times.
There's actually a couple buildable lots there, actually.
Yeah,
So that never got changed in the last legislature, or it did get changed? You know, it used to be that 3 or more became a
Gonna
subdivision.
become 5.
Fine.
When?
well, no, just for ADUs. This would still be classified as a subdivision.
Subdivision if it's 3 or more.
Yes, unless he does ADUs. He can do 1 primary
and then have an ADU with it, another primary, little ADU with it,
Yeah,
and another primary and another ADU.
Who's doing it?
it's James King that is selling the property. They're getting up in age and they wanna relocate to their daughter's place. Yeah, and,
Is that the end lot?
yes,
Right next to the
and
trail.
it's actually got 2 homes on it now.
It's pretty well paved too. There are people, a lot of equipment there.
Yes, yeah,
And the swimming pool.
yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah,
and
all
the
of that.
trailer. So there's already,
Yeah.
yeah. And with that said, no, I don't even wanna think about that.
So if he comes, it would be under a subdivision.
Or he can divide it one time and it wouldn't be.
Yes, because if he goes under subdivision, he's gonna need engineering.
Yes.
Does he know that?
Yeah, and then, I mean, it's almost like, are you gonna have roadways in there? Well, obviously,
They're pavers.
if they're pavers, they can do
Right,
that.
but the difference is he has to go to engineering, and that's gonna be expensive
Some good
Yeah.
plans.
Yeah.
versus trying to divide it and use ABUs,
Yeah.
which you don't
Yes.
have to go to engineering.
And if it's a subdivision, it's gotta have a place for emergency vehicles to turn around. So either an entrance and an exit or one cul-de-sac
Well,
in there.
There's multiple driveways, there is kind of some fuzzy area with multiple driveways, some,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, multiple entrance driveway.
But as of right now, that's about it.
Okay.
Funny.
Any other business?
Make a motion to adjourn.